Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this new video podcast of Global Fleet, where we will analyze the Global Fleet Conference that we organized on the 12th of May. And we do that together with our diamond partner of that conference, the Alliance, ALD Automotive, Wheels, Mitsubishi Auto Leasing. And my two guests today are Laura Jozwiak, she is Senior Vice President, Sales and Client Relations at Wheels, and with Annie Pin, she is the Chief Commercial Officer at ALD Automotive. Hello and welcome. It's really great to meet with you. My first question is, of course, related to the Global Fleet Conference that we organized on the 12th of May. I would like to know from our diamond sponsor, and thank you very much for the support, what were for you the key lessons, the highlights of that conference? And I would like to start with Annie.
Hey, Stephen. First of all, thank you very much for the Global Fleet this year. I think it's been just a great conference. So I think for me, Global Fleet, it was all about electrification, data, and then a bit of a flexible solution. And if I can sum it up at the end, it's been very, very much about the future and where do our post-COVID trends lead us. After all, if we think about it, it's been the first global fleet after this huge, amazing COVID crisis has been hitting us, and we're just emerging from it, and we are trying to understand what it means for the world and how it's going to look like after COVID. So there's a lot of question marks, but there's one thing for sure. Future is coming faster than you think.
Laura, you are based in North America. What were for you and for Wheels the highlights and the takeaways of that conference?
Thank you, Stephen. And I also agree with Annie's perspective on this. From our perspective, it was the first time all regions were represented. So the first trend in global fleet is that it really is getting global, which was really wonderful to see. And then I would say beyond the electrification, which was very true, TCOs, the different types of vehicles that we're all looking at, different mobility solutions that we're all looking at, the levers that you can activate and control was a crucial trend that was discussed. The digitalization of having different organizations wanting us to be more digital and integrated within their systems. And obviously then sustainability, which comes with the EV conversation, and really positioning fleet as the forefront for their companies to obtain their sustainability goals.
I would like to continue with you, Laura. Of course, the Alliance, ALD Automotive, Wheels, and Mitsubishi Auto Leasing is a global alliance. You are well known with global fleet customers. Looking at the key takeaways that you just have mentioned, and also your colleague at ALD Automotive, Annie, how does the Alliance respond to those new trends and to those key takeaways?
I think the first most important thing that we have been focusing on as an alliance and showed today with moving into different regions was that we have the best coverage in terms of countries and also very strong in each of these markets that we're present in today. I think that was a very strategic move on the alliance part to ensure that we are strong where our clients need us to be. We are there where our clients need us to be. You can't have these global goals and actions without that, first starting with the capacity that we have and the coverage that we have. Beyond that, then there's many things that we do strategically as a partnership to ensure that we have reporting capabilities at the local level and international level, global account management and that coverage component of it, and then new products that help all of our clients move along on the spectrum with reimbursement, with mobility, different types of programs that we offer. So those would be the key things that we've done collectively. We talk about frequently on what we can do to help support our global clients with the key trends we talked about.
Annie, there are, of course, other leasing companies and fleet management specialists on an international scale operating. Why is the Global Alliance the best positioned to respond to those trends and to those takeaways?
As Laura said, we are really big. So we're all about the future. We are big enough. We are solid enough. We've got antennas, in all the regions of the world. And that helps us to actually really anticipate all the mega trends and really set the scene of the industry very simply. So it goes for electrification of fleet, goes for connected cars and platform, and it goes for really the flexibility and the freedom that we are always constantly looking for our clients.
You mentioned it already in your first answers. Luckily, we are coming step by step out of this difficult period. And let's hope that we can meet soon again face to face. But critics, economics, have mentioned that perhaps we are entering a phase of deglobalization. Now, why does global fleet management make sense more than ever, even in this period of time, Laura?
So it's a very good question, and I can understand some of the sentiment that perhaps is behind some of the conversations about deglobalization. But I do feel like it's just a moment in the times, and maybe within certain sectors. I mean, there's certain with the COVID inequities and not every country coming out of it at the same rate, or trade policies, or all of the things that may be moving into that. But for our industry, for fleet management, our clients are not retreating. We're not retreating. We continue to work with our multinational clients on multi-year projects, on multimodal transportation models, carbon neutrality goals, and in many ways, we're more connected than ever. And the global fleet management can be the leader in making a true impact into our climate concerns, and so we should be that leader. So I do not see a retreat. I see that actually it's going to increase global governance and cooperation, not less.
Nice to hear. Let's continue with one of the most hot pressing trends that we see in the marketplace, that is about greenification, fleet electrification. Annie, what are for you the key steps, the building blocks of putting together a good program when it comes to sustainability and fleet electrification?
Okay, so I would say the key steps, or maybe the keywords if you want, are simplicity, consistency, commitment. I mean, first of all, simplicity. I think we can say that the vision of electrification in ALD is really to make things simple. So what we aim for is end-to-end, fully bundled offer. So whether you choose your wallbox at home, at the office, as your car with financing, maintenance, insurance, etc., and of course the charging, everything into a very simple monthly invoice, very transparent. And of course, the related CCO and CO2 reporting. So in other words, making us a switch from ICE car to electric as seamless and intuitive as possible. It sounds simple, but it actually isn't at all. Number two, consistency. So meaning that what we will aim at offering in the alliance, as much as possible, given all the different situations in all the different countries where we are, is a consistent offer for our clients. And then I will end up with commitment, because Laura can say it as well, we are really pulling all the resources and the willpower in our companies. So actually our companies is electrification. You've seen our targets probably at ALD. For us, it's a 50% production being pure BEVs by 2030. It's strong, ambitious commitment, and it's above the market prognostic. And the most important thing, we will make it happen.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you for your time. Annie Pin of ALD Automotive and Laura Jozwiak of Wheels. Thank you very much. And to the audience, if you like this podcast, share it with your colleagues, and don't forget to watch the on-demand sessions of the Global Fleet Conference on our website. Thank you and bye-bye.